Chai, Mama Africa, where did we go wrong? So recently, the foreign minister of Ukraine said his country wants to help Africa. They want to protect Africa militarily, which I think is an insult to Africa. How can a small, tiny country like Ukraine protect Africa? Ukraine, who is even struggling to fight its own war. Ukraine, who are now refugees. Over 10 million people in Ukraine are now refugees. And this small, tiny country is telling us that they want to protect us. This is an insult, and AU must respond to Ukraine immediately. We will not take this insult from Ukraine. I think that comedian Zelensky guy should be careful of what he say about Africa. They think Africa is desperately looking for help just from anybody. They think we sleep on trees, so for that reason, we need help desperately just from anybody. So Zelensky thinks he's still acting a comedy movie, and Zelensky must be put on the right path. Dear Zelensky, Africa is not looking for help just from anybody. No, no, no. Zelensky must be corrected, and we must put him on the right track. So this is a video from RT Media. Enjoy the video.
In recent remarks, the Ukrainian foreign minister also said his country wants to invest in Africa, claiming it would promote security on the continent and be mutually beneficial, while also declaring this type of partnership would benefit Africa more than working with Moscow, while admitting that countering Russian influence in Africa is still a challenge for Kiev. Lubinda Habazoka at the University of Zambia says Ukraine has already proven its unreliability with the Black Sea grain deal.
I think that Ukraine is too small for Africa to even have an impact. We are even seeing in terms of the so-called food and food security with the closure of the grain deal and basically the war itself. We haven't seen any significant disruptions, and a lot of countries, including Zambia, where I come from, basically do not miss anything. Coming from the Ukraine. We have not had very strong economic ties. Russia is much more of a bigger giant and, bigger country. Russia supplies a lot of fertilizer, a lot of grain, a lot of equipment, and we've basically seen that even in terms of this special military operation that is going on, most of the resources are coming from the West. Ukraine itself, I don't think would have lasted a month using its own resources. So Africa is not saying we cannot trade with Ukraine, but it's, I think, an overstatement to say that Ukraine is able to cater for Africa. I think Africa is too huge.